Hey, how's it going, everybody? Solo Black 313 Rise and Ride coming at you. And today is January the 9th, 2023. Good to be back with you guys. All right, we're going to get into this really quick. I'm not going to mess around. As you can see in the thumbnails, I cut my finger off at the tip and I put another motorcycle in layaway. I don't know what topic to begin with first, so let me begin at the beginning. March the 3rd, 2022, I injured this finger. I ground it down to the bone and had to have surgery on it. So I was at work and I was working on a door. I was milling out some door hinges, and with a router. I'm gonna try to get a picture of the router up so you guys can see the piece of equipment I was working with. When I injured my finger. So I couldn't ride my motorcycle all of 2022 up until about September or October of 2022. Yeah, so basically I almost cut this finger off. I'm going to put some pictures up so you can see how it looked. And you can't really tell now. It's not really off work for about 3 months, going through physical therapy and all that kind of stuff, and I wasn't able to work, and I wasn't able to ride my bike, like I said, up until like September or October. So yeah, that's what happened, man. I almost cut my finger off. It's pretty bad. So let's get past the finger. I almost cut it off, but I also bought a new motorcycle. I bought a 2003 Suzuki GSX-R 600. Now, I bought the bike on layaway. I woke up one morning a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted a bike, another bike. And I have been looking at a 2019 Honda CBR 650. And so I went to this one particular site on Facebook. It's called Approval Power Sports, and they're in, I think it's Sandusky, Michigan. So I talked to the salesman about getting 2019 CBR 650R. Now the CBR 650R is a sport bike, but it's has a more upright riding style. The clip-ons aren't as low as the CBR 600RR. So I talked to the salesman, and they wanted, for the 2019, they wanted $8,200. So I had them run my credit, and it was a no-go. Kids, pay your bills. Pay them on time. Sometimes you got to pay your bills before you eat. So he says, hey man, I can get you the bike, but it's going to require either half of $8,200 or a cosigner. And I just wasn't going to go the cosigner route, and I wasn't going to pay this guy $4,100, because here's the thing about it. The MSR for a 2019 is this price. In 2022, used bikes are ridiculous. So with the finance charges, had I got the financing, would put the bike up around $10,000. And that wasn't much more I mean, that wasn't much less than it was in 2019, and it's 2022, 2023. So, excuse me. So I says, no, I'm not going to do that. He says, well, we have bikes, older bikes, that you can put in layaway since you don't want to go with the credit route by getting a cosigner or coming up half the price on the bike. Had you seen one? And so, yeah, I did see one. As a matter of fact, the bike, the Suzuki GSX-R 600, I actually saw before I saw the Honda CBR 650R. I said, well, is the Gixxer 2003 Gixxer still available? And he said, yeah, it's still available. And so they wanted $4,000 for it, and they have a layaway program. I put $1,000 down on it last week, and I got to make 3 more payments of $1,000. It's January the 9th, 2023. I'll have the bike out at the end of March 2023. Now let's talk about the used bikes. Man, the price of used bikes are still high. I'm going to find some pictures of the prices of bikes on Facebook Market, and I'm going to put them around here as I talk. So I paid $4,000 plus I had to pay for $100 delivery because Sandusky, Michigan is about a 2-hour drive from where I live in Detroit. So it was going to be $100 for the delivery charges. Bikes are just really holding their values, man. So when I looked at the bike, and here's the thing about it, I'm buying this bike sight unseen as far as physically being able to touch the bike. The only representation I got of the bike is the one I saw in the ad. And so sport bikes, I don't care if it's a Kawasaki, if it's a Yamaha, if it's a Honda, or this Gixxer I'm buying. Bikes, sport bikes are ridden hard. You gotta know when you're buying a used sport bike that, and this bike is what, 2003? Hey man, it's 20 years old, and that bike has been ridden hard. It's the luck of the draw. So you're gonna have to just take your chances on any older sport bike you buy. But like I say, the prices don't show that because the prices are still pretty expensive for this bike. And also, I'm going to be making some changes to my channel. I bought a new pickup truck, and I'm going to be doing some, I guess they would call overland camping with the pickup truck. I'm getting ready to buy me a Napier pickup truck tent that fits in the back of the bed of the tent. And I'm going to start incorporating some of that type of stuff into my channel. Like I say, I'm doing motorcycles, I'm doing camping, so why not do truck camping? I'm hoping all my viewers, you know, don't get upset. I'm not changing the format, I'm just adding to my channel. So yeah, that's basically about it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a update on why I hadn't made a video since February of 2022. And like I say, it's January 9th, 2023, because I injured my finger and wasn't able to ride, and give you an update on my newest purchase of the Gixxer 600. I'm going to be doing camping off that bike. I'm going to be doing some track days on that bike. Asked me, hey Kenny, why are you buying so many bikes? The long and short of it is, I'm older now. I can afford to buy more than one bike. And these bikes have different purposes. My ST1300 here is more of my touring bike, and when I carry my camper. My Honda Shadow is just a cruising bike. And I noticed I had started riding the ST1300 and the Cruiser, my Honda Shadow, like a sport bike. And that's not good. Now on this ST1300, I mean, you can lay it, you can get it low. I've had this bike for 3 years now, and I scraped pegs on it last summer, and it scared the crap out of me. It's a sport bike, but it's more of a tour. It really is. I mean, it's a touring bike. It's fast, but the gearing isn't like a sport bike. It's not geared that way, but it is fast. Anybody that has an ST1300 will tell you that the ST1300 is a capable sport bike to a certain degree. The Shadow's not a sport bike. I've mentioned this in other videos, but I was starting to ride that Shadow like a sport bike, and that's not good. Like I said, I scraped pegs on this ST1300 earlier this year, and it scared the crap out of me. I thought I was gonna drop the bike. So like I said, I just woke up one morning and I wanted a sport bike, and so I put the Jixus 600 in layaway. I can't wait to get that bike out, and like I said, I wanted to do some track days. The closest track to Detroit, Michigan is a track called Grattan Grattan. The closest track up upper Michigan, it's about a 2-hour drive, called Grattan Raceway. And so I'll have to trailer the bike up there and do some track days. I got to get a track suit, I got to get some boots, I got to get all the safety equipment necessary to do those track days on the new Jixus. But that's what I wanted to do. That's why I have more than one bike. My bikes serve a purpose. Like I said, sport touring, cruising, and on the new Jixer that I got in layaway, that'll be my track bike. Okay, this has been a short and sweet one. I just wanted to fill you guys in on what's been happening with me for the last year, and I think I've done that. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Solo Black 313s, and at this channel we never forget to rise and ride. All right, you guys have a great day. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Have a great day.